Good day to you, luminaries of the bleeding spheres. My name is Brainsmasher in the flesh. Thanks for tuning in to Smashcast number 13, I believe, if we're keeping track at home. Yeah, I'm feeling weird today. I'm about to Control-Alt-Delete your dome with some very bizarre, weirdo, experimental metal. Metal, still metal. We're not leaving you there quite yet. Tracks from when I was but a mere 22-year-old or so. This idea just kind of started as kind of like a Norweird kind of genre idea. Couldn't really keep it all in Norway, but that's fine. Radical Research, my favorite podcast, are... I'm going to go ahead and credit them as saying that they coined the term originally of Norweird. And that's going to be kind of like your Ulvers and Dodhemsgardses and all that kind of stuff. And there are a lot more, like, I feel like this is a world that's worth digging into quite a bit. And so what I want to do is play you guys some stuff to encourage you to look back into the origins of some of the more experimental bands who were doing weird stuff between like 95 and 02, 3, 4, 5, 6, stuff like that. In that little window there, there's some really cool stuff. So a lot of this is some of the very first weird stuff that I was hearing back when I was in my early 20s and stuff. So some of these are bands that I was familiar with being a pretty normal band, and then started just kind of, pulling away at some threads that were weird, and eventually getting to be kind of infamous for playing weird metal. So that is, just kind of the idea that I came up with for this. This isn't all Norway, but just kind of stuff around that time period that I was getting into that wound up really forming my love for the more avant-garde, experimental, artsy-fartsy kind of stuff. Another impetus that I chose for this episode was I wanted to pick out stuff that Simon from Explosive Action, great YouTube channel, he is my brother. I wanted to pick songs that he would absolutely hate. I wanted to make an episode that would make him throw up. And so I hope you like it. I hope you don't throw up. I hope that, you're on the ride for some weird stuff. So we're going to kick this off with one of my absolute favorites. This is going to be Beyond Dawn, a band that I follow through their entire discography. They are a fascinating group. And then we're going to play some Bethsaida and, some other stuff. We'll kick it back here in a minute. Feeling a little rusty. It's been a little while since I recorded one of these, so trying to get back in the game. So here we go, Beyond Dawn. Dig it. welcome back. I hope that was to your liking. So there we had Beyond Dawn with the track When Beauty Dies. That's the start-off song from the album Pity Love, which came out in 1995. That's usually when I'm trying to get someone into Beyond Dawn. That's kind of where I start them so that they can just kind of understand them as a doom metal band, which I kind of think they are in their realist form. They kind of started out as a black metal band, but kind of quickly got more influenced. Oh, what are they? Their EP, Longing for Scarlet Days, sounds really kind of gothic inspired, and I think they really paved the way for a lot of bands to kind of incorporate goth and doom into their style. Anyways, after that was Beth Zeta with Nine Worlds, title track off of their first album from 96. That was one of the very first releases on Seasons of Mist, which was a label that I was pretty excited about back when they started, and they kind of lost me after a couple of years anyways. But I love that band. I love everything about their sound. I think their vocalist sounds really unique. I love the way where they record their drums and their guitars. I love the mix. It's super dry. And then obviously there's some really weird tutti fruity fluty going on in that song. So pretty bizarre. And then I'm sure that last track where you were going, what in the world is this? So that is a rehearsal song from Dodheimsgard. 2003 is when that was recorded. So I talk about this every once in a while. You may have heard me talk about this before, but so when Dodheimsgard was writing Supervillain Outcast, they recorded this super lengthy demo with a lot of the tracks that wound up on the album, but there were 7 songs that got cut from the album, and it's just rehearsal recording with guitars and drums. And this is one of the very last recordings that Carl Michael recorded before he had his fall accident, etc. By the way, if you're, curious about this tangential story, I was listening to a podcast, the Thomas Erickson podcast today. It's been really fascinating. He's been interviewing Apollyon. This is a couple years ago by now, but I had never actually heard anybody tell in detail the story of Carl Michael falling or jumping from a 4-story thing. And it was interesting. I met Carl Michael. I hung out with him last year for a little while, and that was something I obviously didn't want to bring up and bring back a lot of memories for him. That guy, I didn't realize, was in a coma for a month after he fell out of that balcony. And oh, God, I remember hearing about that, and I remember kind of reaching out to my friend Justin Bartlett for updates on his condition, because he was friends with him around that time. He was working with Or Noir and Cadaver Inc. and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm getting way off on a tangent, but the Thomas Erickson podcast is pretty interesting. He interviews a lot of Norwegian musicians, kind of tell old stories, and that's just, I love that shit. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Never will. But next, I've got another couple of weirdos, still 2 from Norway. So all 3 of those bands were from Norway, and in this next 3-pack, I'm going to have 2 from Norway and 1 not. We're going to start off with Solefald. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this experimental band. They're pretty emblematic of the weird stuff from Norway, but yeah, you really can't go wrong with something from Linear Scaffold. A lot of these tracks I didn't necessarily choose as the best song, or I didn't try and curate a playlist that would play super well. A lot of this was just kind of the first track on the album that I feel is the one that's most emblematic of their style. But I don't know why I felt like telling you that. But this is Red View from Solefald's The Linear Scaffold. Then I'm going to play you some Fluidity. This is from their demo. Fluidity, I feel were one of the first Norwegian bands who were being weird. Very, very weird and very, very early. So this is from their A Darker Shade of Evil 7-inch. And then I'm going to play some Korova, and you're going to like it. So we'll talk to you after these 3. Yes, I hope that was to your liking. It certainly was to mine. That Korova is so good. I love the way that track opens up with that riff. Korova are very, very near and dear to me, and we're actually going to go back and kind of revisit Korova in a little bit here. But Korova was kind of the mastermind of Christoph Niederweiser from Austria, who also runs, and I think did run, I'm not sure if he still does, but there's this cool website, avantgarde-metal.com, and Christoph was the main beginner curator person that ran that whole website. There's a ton of cool information on there. Forums where nerds like me were trading this kind of stuff way back in the early 2000s. So he was in Korova, eventually turned it into a band called Korova Kill, which I'll play a track from a little later. And then Korova Kill turned into something called Christ, which I guess isn't active anymore. This was like 2011 or so. I don't think Christoph is really doing anything anymore, which is sad because he was a brilliant composer. He was the guitar player, keyboarder, and vocalist in that band. And A Kiss in the Charnel, I don't know, Fields came out in 95. And they wound up doing another one in 98 called Dead Like an Angel, which is killer. Anyways, so that was, like I said, Solefald, Fluidity, and Korova. Next one I have for you, I don't know, did I pick these because of the colors of the album cover? I doubt it. Sometimes I wonder if I have these like subconscious reasons for putting certain songs together for reasons that are unbeknownst to my limited awareness. But anyways, I love Oxyplugats, and you should love Oxyplugats too. They're very, very weird, but I chose kind of a less weird track from the less weird album that they did. So Oxyplugats is the solo project of Alf Svensson, who was responsible for making the first couple of At the Gates albums very, very great because of his brilliant riffing. And maybe the style that they got into was limiting him creatively, because he got into Oxyplugats and did some very, very bizarre, spaced out, proggy kind of stuff. Solo drum machine kind of stuff. But man, he was a visionary. A luminarious guitar player, if ever there was one. He's not active anymore, sadly. But man, I sure do love some Oxyplugats. Somebody ought to bootleg me a Oxyplugats shirt, please. Please do that. And then we're going to go right back to Korova. I don't know why we're doing this. But, you know, I'm following the mistake I made. So Korova changed their name, like I said, to Korova Kill and did this single album called Water Hells. Like, if you pick this thing up and look at the cover, you are going to throw it against the wall. In fact, this is it's not well reviewed, but I think it rules. I think it's kind of one of those heads who know that this album kind of slays. So I'm going to play track 2 off of that. I love the riffing. So it'd be really interesting to kind of see the through line from Korova to Korova Kill. There was a lineup change there. The drummer in Korova Kill, Moritz Neuner, also played on a couple of Abigor albums, and we will get to Abigor in a little bit. He played on... Anyways, no, let's not. I'm going to step on my own tail here. Yeah. Actually... So I'm coming back to this playlist. Oxyplugats, Korova Kill, and then Abigor. Korova Kill and Abigor songs are going to have the same drummer on them. And this guy just kind of had a moment for maybe a couple of years, 2002, 3, 4 to 2007 or so, somewhere around there, where he played on a bunch of stuff, played in a bunch of different bands. Oh, I forgot about Golden Dawn even. Anyways, Oxyplugats, Korova Kill, Abigor, go to space, and we'll see you in a little bit. Pretty happy this week. I was able to get my Apple ID recovered fully, and I've got Brainsmasher Smashcast now on Apple. I don't know how you guys do stuff over there. I'm sure it's real not in my world. I've never owned Apple stuff, don't like it, hate it, etc. But if that's your bag and that's what you're listening to Smashcast on, then great. Please give me a rating. Say it's good. Tell Apple that I am doing a good job. And I'll tell you you're doing a good job. Hey, guess what? You're doing a good job by listening to my podcast. So I've got two more. This is going to be a little bit of a longer episode. Duh. So 2 more songs. We're getting really weird here. Simon, like I said, reminded me of this band not too long ago because he picked up this album somewhere used. This band is called Ebony Lake, and the album was called On the Eve of the Grimly Inventive, and this was out on the Cacophonous label back in 98, if I'm not mistaken. This is some very weird stuff, and I wouldn't necessarily say this is the kind of thing that like evokes technological stylings or outer space like a lot of this kind of stuff was around that time period. This is, I think, kind of going back to, as I say, like the floofy-wristed piano kind of black metal stuff. Not in like a castle-y sort of way. There's kind of nothing like Ebony Lake. I feel like most people would say, no, this is just bad. But I think it is a truly bizarre thing. The way that they worked piano so aggressively into their songs is super cool. I really like how weird they did that. Anyways, I'm going to shut up and we're going to listen to Ebony Lake and Oceans after that. And then we'll wrap it up and we'll send you back on your way. How about that, huh? Talk to you in a minute.
Every decrepit wall burning brighter than the very sun. And from where I stood, crows and things crowded the highest towers. And the orchards bowed under deep agony. Strange it was, I think, how small children did laugh at this.
Be warned now.
I don't know what it is. I listened to that And Oceans track again today for the first time in quite a while. And sure, the nostalgia hit, and I was like, "Oh, this is such a good song." But I like stepped back and like I tried to understand the song from a person's perspective, maybe like a peer of mine's perspective who hadn't heard that before, and like I just feel like every single person in my age bracket would think this is absolute trash. It's got a lot of similarities with what I imagine there's a ton of out there that fucking sucks. It's I don't know how I can make excuses for a song or a band or an album like this, but that was And Oceans with from their album Am God. And please don't look at the cover art for this track. Just don't do it. Just move on. It's pretty bad. But these guys were pretty weird from the start. But I really liked where they wound up on the Am God album in 2001. And I don't know. It's a special kind of thing that I wouldn't recommend anybody else do, and I definitely wouldn't. Like, if I hit Spotify, please make a radio playlist out of this song, I would probably hate 98% of the shit that it would come up with on there. But I don't know. I like it. Hope you like it too. That was a pretty weird and cool album from back in the day. All this stuff was. how about it? So I hope you liked this stuff. Let me know what you dug. And as always, if you want to support what I do, I got a Patreon where I've got tons of unreleased stuff on there for you to check out. Lots of video stuff. I don't know. If you got any ideas, shoot me an email, bensmasher@gmail.com. And yeah, we'll see you next time for another curated weird pile stuff. Thanks for listening, and as always, bye-bye.